vice chairman, as well as the Western vice chairman. I believe the Board of Trustees will be making some announcements regarding filling those positions, because from the standpoint of data, we should have enough members, minimum number now, to have the Eastern region created. So thank you, everyone, for coming to this AGM. It's been an active, progressive ride, which we are all on. And I want to assure you that we're doing all we can as a council to serve your interests. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. At this point, I just want to let our people know that we've at the moment maxed out our participant room on Zoom, but we'll be dropping the link for the YouTube access, so you can view us live on the YouTube. Okay, so that being said,
and also please drop the attendance
link has been
form on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So as we proceed now, we have our auditor in our midst. He's been our auditor since started our AGM. Mr. Adilowo Joshua Yinka is going to present the audited accounts to us now.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Adilowo FC, the auditor to the association. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all. Let me read the report first before I present the financial figures. The report of the independent auditor to the members of Association of Facility Management Practitioners Nigeria. As the auditor, we have audited the accompanying financial statement of Association of Facility Management Practitioners Nigeria, which comprises the statement of financial position as at 31st December 2023, statement of financial activities and statement of cash flow for the period that ended, with the summary of significant accounting policies, financial summary, and other explanatory information. The trustee responsibility for the financial statement. The trustees are responsible for the preparation and fair presentation of this financial statement in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standards and requirements of the Company and Other Matter Act, CAPC 20, Law of Federal Republic of Nigeria 2020, and for such internal control as trustee determine which are necessary to enable the presentations of financial statements that are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error. The auditor's responsibility. Our responsibility as the auditor is to express an independent opinion on these financial statements based on our audits, and we have conducted our audit in accordance with Nigerian and international standards on auditing. Those standards require that we comply with ethical requirements and plan and perform the audit to obtain reasonable assurance about whether the financial statements are free from material misstatements. An audit involves performing procedures to obtain audit evidence about the amounts and disclosures in the financial statement. The procedures selected depend on the auditor's judgment, including the assessment of the risk of material misstatement of the financial statement, whether due to fraud or error. In making those risk assessments, the auditors consider internal control relevant to the entity's preparation and fair presentation of the financial statement in order to design audit procedures that are appropriate in the circumstances, but not for the purpose of expressing an opinion on the effectiveness of the entity's internal control. An audit also includes evaluating the appropriateness of accounting policies used and the reasonable of accounting estimates made by the directors or trustee, as well as evaluating the overall presentation of the financial statements. We believe that audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate to provide the basis for our audit opinion. In our opinion, the financial statement presents fairly in all material respects the financial position of Association of Facility Management Practitioners Nigeria at 31st December 2023 and of financial performance and cash flow for the period ended in the manner required by the Company and Allied Matter Act, Cap C20 LFN 2020, and in accordance with the International Financial Reporting Standard, IFRS, in compliance with the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act number 6 at 2021. The association has kept proper book of accounts, which are in agreement with the statement of financial position and statement of comprehensive income as it appears from our examination of the records. So, from this place, before I move to the Enabling Act, I want to state the financial position for the period under review. The position of the association as at 31st December 2023 was as follows. Total income for the period was 13,260,000, both income from conference and from the membership subscription that is approvable. And the total expenditure for the period under review covering January 1, 2023 to 31st December 2023 was 11,196,895 as stated on page 10 of the financial statement, with a surplus of 2,063,104 naira. And the association has a net asset of 12,123,558 naira as at December 31st, 2023. Now moving to the Enabling Act reporting. Report in the Enabling Act and regulatory requirements. In accordance with the requirement of Schedule 6 of the Company and Allied Matter Act, Cap Law of Federal Republic of Nigeria 2020, we confirm the following. We have obtained all the information and explanations which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. In our opinion, proper book of account has been kept by the association so far as appears from our examination of the books. And finally, all the company statements of financial position and statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the bank statement, which is the principal book of account of the association. Signed, Anuual Joshua Inka, now FCA for Anuual Joshua and Co. Dated April 4, 2024. Thank you all. That is the auditor report on the account for the period under review. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. At this point, I want to invite for comments, observations, or questions, which will be moderated by our president, sir.
Thank you very much, Gideon. I believe everyone received a copy of this audited accounts well ahead of this meeting. Has there been any email for inquiries before today, Gideon?
No, sir.
Okay. And it looks like there's not been any additional comments or concerns from the members at this point. So we would crave the indulgence of the BOT to adopt and accept the audited accounts and move on to the next item on the agenda. Thank you. Deputy Chairman, please.
Okay, granted, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Yes. One moment, please.
And let me also thank our auditors. Thank you, our auditors, Adolo, Joshua, and Co, for a wonderful job you've been doing for us over the years.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. At this point, I want to invite our Director of Administration and Finance for the report of activities for the year 2023 and 2024 so far. And the person of Ajia Zinabsela. Ajia.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. You would need to enable me to share my screen on my other phone, please, on my laptop,
Okay.
please.
I'm on just a moment. Okay, you're a co-host now, you can share me.
Okay, still showing me. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it says host disabled participants. Yeah. Hello, Gideon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's still disabled.
Okay. Try it again.
Okay, brilliant. Okay.
While Haja is coming on, can we all please take a second to fill our attendance? It's very important. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I would want to say a big thank you for everyone taking out their time today to join us at this annual general meeting. I hope you can all see my screen. I believe you can.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'm going to be talking about the programs and activities for the year 2023 and 2024. So as you can see, these are the activities that we're going to be discussed today. So activities for the year 2023. Starting from January, the year commenced with the election of new members into the National Executive Committee, ensuring continuous leadership and development within the organization. So that was the major event for January 2023. In February, we had an induction and inauguration of the NEC, the new NEC members. So newly elected NEC members were formally inducted and inaugurated, fostering a cohesion and effective working environment. The event had about 130 attendees. March, we had the first membership engagement. AFMPN hosted its first membership engagement event, strengthening community bonds and providing an opportunity for members to share insight. We had over about 120 members in attendance in March. The next event that took place was in April, and that was the webinar on the FM technology and stakeholders meeting. A webinar focused on AI and IT in facilities management, and it attracted over 120 participants. A stakeholders meeting was also conducted to enhance collaboration with key partners. The meeting was also a supplementary elections filled in for the positions of Vice President for the Northern Region and the Director of Marketing, Communications and Public Relations. So that's what took place in April of 2023. May, we had about 90 members participate in a facility management tour to the Blue Rail line of the Lagos State Transport Management Authority, gaining practical insights. A webinar celebrating World FM Day raised awareness about FM's importance generally. In June, we had an FM training. A comprehensive FM training session on safety was conducted with over 110 members in attendance. equipping them with the latest safety skills and knowledge. In July, we had the AGM and membership engagement meeting, which obviously reviewed past accomplishments and set future goals. Concurrently, a membership engagement meeting strengthened camaraderie amongst members, with about just under 150 members in attendance. August had a webinar on lift maintenance, a specialized webinar, which was attended by almost 170 members, facilitating the exchange of best practices and insights. In September, we had an HVAC training, specialized in, specialized training in collaboration with Daikin. As the president had mentioned, we have two major, industry leaders that we've been able to collaborate with, and one of them being Daikin. Obviously, it enhanced members' experience in managing HVAC systems. About 200 members attended, with additional sessions for those showing more interest. In October, we had membership engagement and conference planning. So there was continuous engagement with members, and planning for the upcoming conference demonstrated commitment to improvement and community involvement. In November, annual conference highlights. The AFMPN annual conference featured keynote speakers, panel discussions, and an interactive session with attendance exceeding 200. A WhatsApp community group was also created for better engagement. And we found that people felt that the WhatsApp chat group was a better avenue for communication. So other achievements were able to regularize at CSC, ensuring our legal standing and compliance. We're able to resolve the long-standing conflict we had with Mr. Obileye, and then sharing of valuable FM materials within the social media community. These achievements have strengthened AFMPN's foundation, paving the way for continued growth and excellence in facility management. So I'm coming to the year 2024, and these are activities and events so far. So in April of 2024, we had an annual retreat, and this was which took place in Lagos in April. And the primary objectives of the retreat was to discuss the current strategic direction of the association, to identify areas of improvement and innovation, develop a roadmap for the future of the association to be reviewed annually, and then to strengthen collaboration amongst stakeholders. So the key discussions and decisions included strategic priorities, which basically was to identify key strategic priorities such as creating roadmaps, adequate budgeting, enhancing membership value, stakeholder involvement and collaboration, and then completing the membership classification, which we've spoken briefly about. So challenges and opportunities. So addressing challenges like inadequate funding and the lack of stakeholders, collaboration, which tends to be a little bit of a challenge. The president has talked a little bit about it, but it's very key that we get more people, especially majority of the facility management companies in Nigeria, to key into the association. We need to be able to drive funding, because there's just so much to do in this association, and we have to be able to pick up in terms of finances. And then exploring opportunities for growth, publicity, and collaboration with other professionals in the industry. The goal is to position AFMPN as a leader in FM training, benchmarking, and professionalism. So basically action plans, developing detailed plans for each strategic priority, outlining specific tasks and responsible parties. So I hope my screen is still very clear, right? Okay, good.
Yes, ma, it is.
Okay, so for recommendations on our next steps, we hope to establish a statutory event calendar to guide annual events. We'll see that shortly. Reaching out to professionals in related fields for partnerships and collaborations, creating more value for members by enhancing their knowledge, expertise, and skills. And then the retreat successfully achieved its objectives with productive discussions and clear recommendations, providing a path forward for the association. So on May 2024, we had World FM Day celebrations. So May 8th, World FM Day was celebrated with a general webinar and regional activities, including FM tours and an FM hangout. So these were running concurrently in both Lagos and Abuja. In Abuja, so to speak, we were able to visit a few facilities. One being Brains and Hammers Facility Management Limited, estate, one of their estates. And then the other was Afri-Exim Bank's current construction in terms of their main building that they're constructing in Nigeria, and that is also in Abuja. These events aim to raise awareness about the importance of facility management and provide opportunities for members to engage and network. So I would say that these events were quite successful, especially with the turnout with our members, you know, and hopeful members that were able to come and attend these events in both locations. So hopefully, as more of these FM tours are organized, we're hoping that we'll have more of our members joining. So what's going on now is the ongoing membership classification. We've discussed a little bit about that. So this is one of our major activities. And we're hoping that come our annual conference, FM conference, coming up in September, we should be able to have an activity surrounding this membership classification. So the process of membership classification into registered facility managers and fellows is ongoing. More details on this initiative will be presented at the AGM, which we're now discussing. And I want to believe that all our members should have gotten one email or the other explaining what they need to do to become a registered facility manager. And if there are any questions surrounding that, we will discuss it in this meeting so that we can ensure that everybody is classified appropriately. So our upcoming events, we have the June annual general meeting, which is currently ongoing. And then we have the September AFMPN conference, which is taking place on the 17th and 18th of September at the Bayes University, the conference hall of the Bayes University. We really look forward to people coming. It's very important that, you know, you tell your colleagues, you prompt your organizations, please try and attend, because I can assure you it's going to be quite a loaded conference, because we've been able to get confirmations from very, very insightful facility management or management practitioners who are actually professors, doctors, and this is their field of study. So I don't want any of us to miss it. If you're in Abuja, if you're in the northern part of Nigeria, I don't think that you have an excuse not to be here. I think ample notice has been given, so please try as much as possible to attend. Those that are far out of Lagos will make appropriate arrangements to ensure that you're going to be able to be part of the conference if you cannot make it. So I talked earlier about statutory events calendar. This is one of the outcomes of our meeting, our April retreat. which we felt that we should share right now so everybody can understand that these are events, or should I say activities that need to take place on an annual basis. So we've started with January. So we have your AFMPN election coming up. It should be the position where, the time where we're expecting to get new NEC members coming in. And that activity is scheduled to take place every January. The following month, February, expecting to have the transition and induction of the new elected council members. March, you intend to have the swearing-in ceremony. April, the strategic retreat. May, the World FM Day. June, the annual general meeting. In September, the AFMPN conference. Then October, membership due invoices to members. Budget submission to the BOT in November. Budget submission to members in December. NEC meetings should be bi-weekly. The report to the BOT and meeting with NEC should be quarterly. And membership meetings and engagement should also be quarterly. So this we have decided during our retreat should be statutory events. Therefore, additional events as announced by the Directorate of Membership will be communicated to all members, ensuring continuous engagement and professional development. So, in conclusion, reflecting on the activities and accomplishments of 2024 so far, these efforts have significantly strengthened AFMPN's foundation. We eagerly anticipate the upcoming events and initiatives that will continue to elevate our standards and contribute to the advancement of the facility management professional. I want to thank you all for your continuous support and encouragement. I know that this association is key. We are positioning ourselves as the driver of the facility management industry in Nigeria. So for all of our members that have friends, colleagues, people that are interested in facility management, please encourage them to join the association. For us, the programs are enormous. And I believe that this association will give you the required tools for you to function and be good at what you do in the facility management space. So I want to say thanks everybody for listening. And we hope to get in all your questions as we go on. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So before we go into comments from what the reports of activities we have, I want to quickly hand over back to the president for something on the audited accounts.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There was an omission in the process for the adoption of the audited accounts. We would like to invite a member to move for adoption of the audited account that was received from the auditor, and someone else to second it. If you want to do that, kindly signify, and we'll call you to do that. Thank you. Any member can do this.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Anuual Franklin. Having listened to the presentation of the audited accounts by the auditor, move a motion for the adoption of the accounts. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please, sir, what's your name? What's your name? I didn't get his name.
Anuual Franklin.
Anuual Franklin.
Oliver Obi.
Yeah, I think I listened there very well. I second the adoption of the accounts. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And we'll have an open mic session very soon to accommodate all other feedback and questions regarding the activities or items handled so far. In the meantime, I just want to thank all the new members of the association. We have 87 new members who are at the association for the first time in this yearly cycle. Thank you all for making a decision. We encourage you to be ambassadors, good ambassadors at that, and draw in your other connections and colleagues to come into the association. The more, the merrier in a professional body like this. Thank you very much, everyone. Over to you, Gideon.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Again, our Director of Finance and Administration, thank you very much for that presentation. At this point, I want to invite members who have comments or questions as regards our activities so far and the future one for not just the Director of Membership, not just the Director of Administration not to answer, but every other executive in the National Executive Council.
Registrar, can I just make a quick correction so that it's
okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you can, ma'am.
Misunderstood unless we unless somebody has anything contrary. Elections into NEC is every 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
so it's not every January, yes.
Yes, exactly. It's not every January. It should take place in January every 2 years.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so just to correct that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right.
That's been well received. So, members, before we move to the next item on the agenda, any question or comments so far on our presentation of program of activities? Quickly, please.
Yeah, good day, sir. I have a question.
Okay, please, what is your name, Mr. Kenneth?
Okay, my name is Anuual, and I'm calling from Delta State. Okay, my question is on the conference coming up by September, where the Director of Finance and Administration mentioned that there will be activities surrounding the membership classification. I want to know if is it something like receiving a certificate physically, confirming the category for membership, or something that will be sent through email to the ones that won't be able to be there physically.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth, for that. There will be an induction ceremony as part of the 2 days activities. All those who have qualified and have been listed would have already received emails and their certificates, soft copies. But on that day, there will be a procession and physical certificate handing over for each person in the 2 categories.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you'll get more clarification when the Director of Membership speaks on it after now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Sunday Guade, yes, you can speak.
Okay, thank you very much. Still on the classification, I know I got an email sometimes ago, but I did not respond. I'm not sure I responded. It's just occurring to me now. I want to find out whether it's late for me to, or maybe I can still get emails so that I can fill, or it's just late. We just have to wait till another time. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. I can answer that very quickly. Well, by the end of this AGM, we would know if there will be an added time. But I think the deadline elapsed May 27th, if I'm not mistaken, for people to update their credentials with the link sent and their membership due. But again, by the time we finish the AGM, know if there will be any extra moments to be given. And now,
is there any other member who would like to put in a word to request for an extension to the end of this month? We can accommodate that if we have support from the membership to the end of this month.
Good evening, sirs. Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm architect Chuku David Obimba. Please, I would like to lend a voice to what colleague just said now. I, for one, I had challenges attaching my credentials.
Okay.
I tried different networks to do that, but I couldn't do it. So at a point, I got frustrated. I even reached out to some of our guys here. And they told me to try changing networks and all that, which I did, but it didn't still go through. So please, I don't know what could have led to that. So if there is any consideration for an extension or a different route to go about this, please let it be considered. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Did we give the option of emailing the credentials, Gideon, for those who had trouble uploading?
For now, we can't accommodate that. What we can do is we'll create a subsequent, a different portal entirely from the initial one to see if that can easily accommodate. If everyone have to upload their credentials to the Satira Tower, it will be too much for us at this point. So what we can do is, on the interim, if they still have that challenge, we can create a new portal link for them, which would be useful for them.
Okay. So
I will appeal to Chairman.
Okay.
Because I will appeal to for some of us who are not currently with you, who are in diaspora. I've not been able to upload mine too. Okay. I'll try and see if I can get it across, please. If we can have some extension.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. The email you send out from the Secretariat, let it contain a reminder with the old link, and then for those who struggle to use the old link, should get an alternative link in the email. If you need to create that link, you use Google Form for the first one, right?
Yes, sir.
So maybe we can use a Microsoft Form as an alternative link.
That's the plan, sir.
Okay, good. So let's do it. Let's leave it. Let's push that out tomorrow, and leave it open to the 30th of June.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Sunday Ugwade, the president has confirmed that we'll have extra time to the end of the month. So this is for.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right, sir. So this is not just for submission of credentials. This is also for updating membership standing. In the absence of any further comments or question on the activities, on the program of activities presented by Director Okay. Yes, Mr. Asuku, you can speak.
It has to do with the induction of
comment on
members.
the certificate. The new certificate design.
Hello?
Yes, is that Mr. Asuku?
Am I audible?
Yes,
you're audible.
Okay, I wanted to, the letter I received did not indicate, it said I will be, induction procedure will be sent to me. And after that, I've not received any letter, because I'm hearing from a colleague that they tried to upload whether they are CV or whatever they want, but I was not asked to. I was only asked to update my membership payment. Yeah,
check the email again. There is a link for you to update your certificates, your professional certificates and qualifications and CV. There is a link in the email.
I was just, what I delayed before making it, I just looked through the letter now. I just looked through it before I make this comment.
So the link is not there.
Perhaps that was the first one you had. The subsequent one sent. Because
I'm coming. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at it now. I received email. That was what was there? That is on the 25th of April.
That seemed like that's an old one. There should be an updated one for me.
He said to update. He said to update your membership due. To update your membership, if you have not done so, kindly reach out to account. And then after that, I've not seen. And then if you have any question, a phone number was given. These are the two things in the letter I received.
Okay, sir. At this point, I would say you should just reach out to us at the secretariat. I know there was another.
I called and I spoke with you. I don't know who I spoke. I didn't register because the phone number provided. I called the number. Yes, he said he will get back to me later.
So this is what I'm saying, because as at the month of May, we sent another follow-up emails to people who had not updated their financial standings or uploaded their credentials. So perhaps there was an oversight or something. Someone has said you could check your spam email. That could have dropped in your spam email, but there was a follow-up email.
Nobody, I've been receiving mail from the association, so there's no way it would have gone to spam me. That was not my first time of receiving.
Okay, that is fine, sir. Please just reach out to me again tomorrow, and we'll resolve it immediately.
Asuko, what's your email address?
Asuko@live.com.
Okay.
Asuko@live, live.com.
Okay. Gideon, please make a note of that, so that in tomorrow's emails, there's going to be a general email. You scan through to be sure that Asuko is listed.
That's
the email on the batch.
Can you please write your email address in the chat, please?
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry, can I make a comment on the new design of the certificate? I don't know if this is the right place to do that.
Are you talking about membership
who is speaking at this point?
Yes, membership certificates.
Go ahead, Kenneth.
Okay. Yeah, so the certificate for last year, which I also received, it has the name of the president and I think that the registrar also. But this new one now, this current one, it just wrote only the president's name, but the position wasn't written. And also, Ifolu Adayo, the position also wasn't written. So during one of my interviews, when I mentioned that I'm a member of AFMPN, and they said I should provide my certificate. When I showed the certificate, the person looked at it and was asking me, so who signed it? I said, Paul Erubami. So it was like, so whose position and all that? That was when it dawned on me that that position should be there. And I went back to my other certificates and saw that the positions of those people were also there. So I think it's something that should be corrected to authenticate, the authority of the certificate in the field. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenneth. That's a very valid observation. Secretariat to take note of that. When you have a certificate, the status position of the person who is signing it must be indicated. Abel.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. President and other members.
Good afternoon.
My inquiry is, I was sent that same email and I attached my credentials and other information that I was asked to attach, but I've not had any information after that time. So was there another information, or was I still going to wait till September classification?
No, for you who have already attached your documentation and paid up your dues to date, you don't have any additional obligation at this point. The next email will be to tell you that you have been approved to go ahead to make your payment for professional fees. There are going to be professional fees for each of the cadres. And that is going to come in the email. I think you should tell yourself, let's make the announcement now so we all know. For registered facility managers of Nigeria, the professional fee for the annual license or to be licensed into that cadre is 150,000 naira. And for the fellows, Facility Management AFMPN Fellows of Nigeria, the professional fee is 200,000 naira. So it's 150 for RFM and 200,000 for FFM. That is what you will be getting next. So you have between the end of June, when these announcements we're making now, till I think we're going to have a date in August, so that everybody would have made those payments for us to have a final shortlist of those to be inducted in September. So that's
Sorry,
the
Mr.
plan. Yeah.
Sorry. What's the criteria for the RFM and the fellows? What makes
It's
you
in the
qualify for
constitution. It's in the constitution.
Okay.
Yeah. You can just open the constitution and read through them. The only adjustment we're having is the 8 or 10 years requirement for fellows. The BOT and NEC has approved that all the pioneer RFM qualified members who were active and financial members since 2018, when the association was formed, will be given the opportunity to become fellows. After this pioneer status is being granted, every other fellowship will be awarded according to the 10-year requirements of active membership, which means the next batch of fellows will come in 2028. But we're going to be having registered facility managers every year after this year as well.
Okay, please, let's just hold on with our questions. Let's quickly hear from the Director of Membership, because we'll give them further clarification. Him and myself will give further clarification on the membership classification, which is next on our agenda.
Gideon, let's allow the only hand that is up to speak first.
Okay, Madam Tracy, you can speak.
Actually, I'm sorry. So actually, you can go ahead and let him speak. He might answer some questions I have. So maybe I'll ask my question after.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's fine. I want to invite Mr. Oluwadayo, our Director of Membership.
Sometimes it is not just about hanging together, having some fun.
Please kindly mute your mics. We are still in the meeting. Mr. Oluwadayo, you can go on, sir.
Hello, good afternoon to all the NEC executive president, deputy president, financial director, VP, and to the bill, and standing on the existing protocol. Good afternoon to all the members. I want to say thank you for time spent in the meeting and joining the meeting. In terms of the membership classification, there is a constitution that has been sent. I will go through some of the details in terms of membership categories. For now, there are three major ones: the associate membership, the registered facility manager, and the fellow. For the RFM, that stands for those that are FM practitioners that have any degree in facility management and more than 5 years experience. For the fellow, the category says, as the president has said before, 10 years experience. You must have written or published an article. You must have been 10 years active member of the association. Of course, before you become a fellow, you must have been a RFM member of the association. More details and the constitution. Immediately you join as a member of the association, we do send the constitution for you to be updated with the details. And during our membership engagement, we go through this always. Just not to waste time, I would encourage us to go through the constitution. If you don't have, kindly indicate over the but the essence of this classification is to ensure that this is the second, I'll use that official expo of the association. And it is imperative that we have these categories to bring up standards in the industry as a local body to ensure that we begin to our own classification. That's the need for that. An email has been sent. We have our data list of all the members. Emails have been sent as earlier indicated, and question has started popping if you have issues about the email, the attachment process. The first thing we did was to look at our database, to look at those that have met the requirement as stated earlier, and as a result, email has gone to those members, the one for RFM, the one for FEP. For the fellows, what we did is that before the association kicked off, before the first escrow used our the association has been running since 2017, 2018, I want to be precise. And there have been those that have been pioneer members from 2018. From 2018 to now, if you count, that's like more than 6 years. And these people have been recognized as pioneer members. And as a result, they've been active and they've made their payment up to date. And we have looked at their, like I said, credentials to be sure that these people are fit to meet the requirement, like some I mentioned earlier, people that have more than 10, 15 years in the industry, people that are pioneer members, industry leaders that have been pioneer members, and the other requirements I've mentioned. So email out to this member that will meet this criteria. Now, the next thing is for you to...
sorry, sir. Mr. Ife, sorry. I just got to know that people on our YouTube section cannot hear you very clearly. I don't know if your audio can go better than this, sir.
Okay, I'll try to increase my voice. So I said,
all right,
start all over again.
I think you can continue with a better audio now.
Okay. Like I said, that email have gone through members that meet this criteria. So the next thing is for you to accept if you want to be RFM or to be a FEP. And the first requirement you sent in that email is to meet up your financial obligations, which is the annual membership due. The other part is to look at your credentials to see that you've been in the industry for years and will meet those requirements as stated in the Constitution. And after that, the next phase is what the President has mentioned, the induction fee, like he said. You have mentioned the amount. As a result of the request, I want to believe that they've extended that timeline, which has been on May 27. So we'll still give room for people that are ready to accept. There will be an official ceremony during the conference where the fellows, people will be inducted into the fellow category and the RF. For now, like I said, because of time, we have to just summarize. We would like to take questions, although we started ahead of the agenda by taking questions. I would like to take more questions. The registrar is here to receive your questions, and yet to take your questions. And if there are any other feedback that has to do with maybe membership engagement, kindly raise up your hand and I will take that question. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Before we take questions, I would like to just add a few things that so far the number we have for RFM is a total of about 484. This includes members who are yet to either update their membership financial due standing and submit their credentials. Within this 484, we have about 160 pioneer members who had been invited for the FFM position category. This is to say these people are the ones that started the association and have met with the requirements of RFM at that point in time. So we are doing this to have a startup of our membership headers. For the RFM, we have about I think I'm not getting the numbers wrong now. Okay, the RFM total is about 484. The FFM is about 160. So when we do the subtraction, the others are who will be inducted for the RFM. And like the president has said, till until the end of this month, again, we'll have the form opened to everyone again. Those who are having challenges, there will be a new link sent again for you to be able to submit your credentials. Thereafter, we are also expecting that your financial standing will be up to date. Another thing we also need to understand is after now, except if, correct me if I'm wrong, the president and other executive members, I think the membership due remains at 10,000 naira for members. But upon being a confirmed RFM and a confirmed FFM, you'll be having a different membership due. This is
and the number I announced before has actually been revised downwards. It's not 150 for RFM and 200 for FFM. It's now 100,000 for RFMs and 150 for FFM. Please take note.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. This is noted. So, any other question, please? At this point, you are free to ask. Mr. Oliver Obi, you can speak, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Yeah, my name is Oliver Obi. I run Johnny King and Degreasers and McGregor for the past 20 years. I probably have an MD running some of these things. Incidentally, I see myself as a very active member of FM. And when we started that long ago, I want to believe our Paul Rubami will vouch for that. But lately, it seems I'm lost, because some of the mails we are talking about now, I've not gotten any. I've not gotten any of these classifications, even after 20 years of being in this industry. And I'm aware that I've updated, the memberships. And some years back, I think I had to pay for 2 years in advance and all that. So I am really lost, I must be honest with you, because I consider myself very active. I attend the meetings and I'm attending this one in diaspora until I get back there in another 1 or 2 months, Yeah. So I appeal to see if it's possible to look through it and, see if there is a lacuna somewhere.
Okay, I can answer your question, Oga Oliver. You're one of the veterans. I can confirm that with full chest. I also know that we've had situations, several emails, update your record. Some people's emails in the directory are not correct. Phone numbers have changed. For example, your phone number changed. And we expect that whenever you have a change in email or phone number, you're updating the directory or send an email to the secretariat. We've had quite a few people who are in this situation where they have, lost touch, not because of not updating their database. So this is another opportunity. What we'll just basically do with this is let this attendance, I hope the attendance is capturing email address and phone numbers, Gideon.
Yes, it is. We also have a link, sorry, sir, just to buttress. We also have a link on the WhatsApp platform that shows membership numbers, names, email, and all of this for everyone to check. And we've seen people who have edited that online sheet to tell us their email has changed. We wrongly spelled their names, their phone number missing. Please, if you are not getting our emails, I want to enjoy you that most of the communications will drop on emails, will drop on the platforms. You can use that link on the platform to place a comment where your name is. And if your name is missing, you can reach out to me with your full details and let us know how we can close this, I have a couple of members who often, when they reach out, because of the mass of people we attend to, they check back again to say, you are yet to update my complaint. And again, they give us a feedback to say, oh, yes, it has been done. So I want to enjoin everyone that if you reach out to us concerning your complaint, just give us a day or two, then check back with us again to confirm that it has been done. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Secretary Registrar. Gideon, please drop the link again. Let people, let everybody have, the check. I know we're all busy people, right? Many times something comes from the association and you just flip past it, right? And that happens quite a lot because we try to get responses, we try to get participation, and we see kind of dead silence at some point. But again, we're going to throw it open again, give everybody the chance. It's a democracy. Let's all of us pitch in and do our bits. And for the necessity of or expediency of this meeting, it will be helpful if we take anything that is personal, anything that has to do with you as a person, let it not come in as a comment for the meeting. Let it go into communication with the secretariat, with the president, or any member of the council if it's personal, so that we can move on with the meeting. So we're going to ask Tracy and then Abel to speak. If it is general and not not a personal matter, and then we'll get to Umar after that. There was a fourth person that's hand was up, or you didn't put your name. If you've not put your full name as your screen name, we won't be able to recognize you to speak. Let's go with Tracy first, please. Tracy Jaja.
All right. Hi, good evening. I just wanted to clarify something, which I'm not sure if this was already answered or mentioned, but if we submitted our credentials via the portal, how do we know if it was successful? Because I think it would be nice if we get like an email like saying that you've received, like your submission or application has been, successfully uploaded or something like that. Because I'm not sure if my application was actually, if it went through. So I really don't know because I haven't received any other communication after that.
Okay.
Okay. Sir, do you want to speak to that?
Gideon, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you for that. So at the end of the form, once you successfully submit your form, there is a message. There is a message there. I can't quote verbatim now what's the message about. You get a confirmation that says your record has been accepted, something of such. Yes.
Maybe we can do something more, Gideon. The sheets where we have members database where they are verifying their data. Can we also add a column to that spreadsheet?
Okay.
Just to indicate, submitted, applied for ROFM, applied for FFM.
Oh yes. In fact, that will come out very, very, very soon because after now, we just wanted to make sure that everyone in the house is in the know of what's going on. The next thing from the director of membership, as regards that classification, is you are going to see an online record again that says you have, for those who have submitted or those who are qualified, to say these are the people qualified. You have done X, you have not done Y. You need to do Y, and then you see another one that says you are good to go.
So the thing is, between now and end of this month, those whose submissions have already been captured, we should indicate that they have been captured so that we don't get to the end of this month and they thought they've submitted, they saw it pop up and their documents were not in. Can we just do the Y and N right now on the spreadsheet that people are checking their data on, right?
I think that's sorry, sir.
You have a spreadsheet of membership database where people are checking that directory for the accuracy of their data, their phone number, their email.
Yes, sir.
My point is also indicates if their documentation has been received.
Received or not? Okay.
Yes,
okay, fine. That's fine. We can do that.
Thank
we can
you.
do that. We can do that.
Abel.
Oh, sorry. Hello.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So just to confirm, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So the online assessment has not been sent out or communicated yet either.
No, we've not done that
okay.
yet.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Abel.
So thank you, Mr. President. I just want to make a statement, and also I don't know how it will seem, because, for example, like some of us were in the system. You remember, Mr. President, when it used to have Lagos, Abuja, before everything was now, I remember when it was now, they started the struggle for the association, then late Mr. Collins and others were there. And then some of us have been there since, and then all of a sudden, when we were in the struggle and we lost out from any communication from the house, and then it was, I think, some of us just saw again that this is the progress again in the last 1 or 2 years, and we've had over 16 years experience in the area, and we are still RFM. Can't some of us like that be considered for the fellowship? Because we've been
Abel, that's a personal question. We can take it out of the AGM. You have my number. Just chat me about engage with the secretary to look at your records. Okay. Umar.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. Okay, thank you. Please, my own question is, I registered this month. I received an email asking me to forward my payment details to the accounts, which I did, and I was sent a list of members with their registration numbers, and my name was not on the list. I don't know how I can get my own registration number so I can go ahead with this opportunity.
Mr. Garba, please, can you be more audible? I can't get that.
Gideon, it's a personal question. Umar, please engage with Secretariat, okay? So he didn't see his name on the list of members. Please take that up.
Okay.
Thank
you.
If
it's people who just recently joined the association within the last couple of months, that could be left. Yes, we understand that we are yet to update that. You'll get that shortly.
Okay. Thank you. Let's move on.
Okay, so if that's
please, there are some questions in the chat that I think should be answered, please.
Okay, let me just quickly run through. How much is the RFM payment again? Okay, so if you're asking for the induction due to the RFM, it is 100,000 for RFM and 150 for the fellow.
And these are just pioneer fees for this year only.
Yeah. So subsequent ones, the committee would let us know once we get an approval from the board of trustees. So is this RFM and FFM payment yearly? Oh no, it is not. So after your confirmation into RFM and FFM and your induction, your membership due will no longer be 10,000 as the registration due to the association. That will also be communicated. The new due for you as RFM and FFM will be communicated during your induction process. Thank you. We also need send constitution to, please, for those of you requesting constitution, kindly just reach out to us because we will not be able to note all your email at this point. Just private chat the secretariat line and you get it through WhatsApp and follow up with your email.
Make it easier, Gideon. Just drop it on the group.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll drop a copy on the group.
We'll share the constitution.
What other classifications do we have? You have the FFM. The FFM is the ISM cadre at this point. If in the future there will be anyone would also be also gets to know about that. But for now, we have the AFM, RFM, and the FFM.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, thank you.
Please, what is the link to register the membership form? The link usually is being sent to you if you qualify as any of
is asking about
RFM.
this person is asking about membership. Just go to afmpn.org and click on membership.
Oh, okay. If this is just membership,
yes,
just go to our website, www.afmpn.org, and then click be a member, become a member. I'm coming. I just want to quickly check through our YouTube live to see. Okay, I sent my credentials, but yet to pay. Can I still pay? Yes, Mr. Uche, you can still pay your due. What are the requirements to be a full member of AFMPN? This is Mr. Rich Singh. You can just log on to our website, www.afmpn.org, and you'll see become a member. Click that. Okay, somebody said the form is not opening. Yes, you are going to, we have a couple of members who also complained that we are going to send a new link and follow up one again this week. Is it possible for members to be inducted into 2 categories? No, you cannot be inducted into 2 categories. At this point, the FFM is only for those pioneer members who have qualified for RFM.
Let me explain it, Gideon.
Okay, yes, sir.
When everyone joins the association, there is no categorization. We're all associates. When we get categorized, we become professionals. That's RFM. RFM is the professional cadre for facility management in Nigeria, registered facility manager. That is the licensed operators and FM. The fellow is honorary. The fellow is not an additional professional cadre. Once you become an RFM, you've been licensed to operate as an FM in Nigeria. That carries all the privileges of a registered facility manager. When you practice as an RFM for a number of years, you are honored to become a fellow of the association. So it's not possible for somebody to join the association and on day one become a fellow. And every fellow is an RFM. So it's not as if the fellow suddenly became a fellow without first becoming an RFM. So RFM is like the the gold standard. Once you get an RFM, you're already qualified. When you play your part in the industry and stay long enough and participate, you get the honor of becoming a fellow, because there are I'm being corrected by a member of the BOT here that is not a honorary, but the point I'm trying to make is that it's not that you will say I am ROFM or I'm FFM, I am not RFM. You have to be RFM, right, before you can be an FFM. So the FFM is a senior cadre over the RFM. Let me just put it that way. And that comes because you have become an experienced RFM, okay? So nobody can say, I want to apply to become both RFM and FFM at the same time. That's just the point here. If you can just create that distinction where what you qualify for is RFM, and then while you practice and participate, additional seniority comes as an FFM, okay? And this information are available on our website as well, and the Constitution. We can all read this up and get this information. Thank you. Gideon, we have 6 minutes to wrap up this meeting, please.
Yes, at this point, I want to invite this section that we just rounded was meant to be anchored by the Deputy President, who apologize we've done this. So I want to invite the Chairman Board of Trustees for his remarks in the person of Pastor Stephen Jabu.
After God had set that in order, he now takes you. Okay, thank you very much, Registrar.
I want to say a big thank you to every member that have been part of this program. Without the membership, the leaders are doing nothing. I have a mentor who will say that if you are going and there's nobody behind you, you can't say you are leading, you are just taking a stroll. So we thank you for not making us take a stroll. Without you, the session will not be standing. Particularly for creating time to be part of this AGM. I want to say a big thank you to all BOT members too, for all the back end work, all the sacrifices and all the work being done. I want to say thank you to the National Executive Council led by the President, the Deputy President and the Vice President and all the directors for the wonderful work being done to do the day-to-day running of the association. I want to particularly appreciate them for the 2-day strategic retreat that they held. I mean, it was a sacrifice to create 2 days of your schedule to sit down, to marshal the way forward. I want to also thank our registrar, the engine room, particularly impressed by your sacrifice and all the great things you've been doing behind the scene. Thank you for your doggedness and all you've been doing. I personally appreciate you, and I want to let you know that the BOT and the NEC definitely appreciate you, and the membership. I want to say thank you to the auditors too for being part of this program and doing a good work behind the scene. To all members, I want to say we're a work in progress. There's always room for improvement. So please, let's work together as a single house and not be divided. If there are areas of improvement, please, let's say that in love, and we'll see how we can work on that. On the forthcoming conference at Base University in Abuja, please, I want to appeal to all of us to please inform our friends, inform everybody in the facilities management space, encourage people to be part of it, and you to be part of it. Particularly, I appreciate that we volunteer to serve in the various committees that we set up, and not only getting our names on the list, but being physically part of the committees working. I want to also let us know that we need to improve ourselves by increasing capacity, by learning. Change is constant and is ongoing, and we need to continue to be part of the change that is ongoing. I want to please beg us to see what we can do to keep increasing our capacity. Free ones are there outside there, and then we have ones that are online, and there are ones that we need to pay to attend lectures and trainings. Please, let's be part of it. Finally, I want to appreciate those who are on the WhatsApp platform. I mean, I'm encouraged by the way we assist ourselves. People who raise questions. You network there to assist one another. It's a good thing. Let's keep it up. So thank you very much, and I wish everybody a very wonderful, great week ahead. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Registrar.
Thank you very much, sir. President, I want to invite you over, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chairman. One of the key business of this AGM was to accept and adopt the audited accounts. We have one more activity regarding the auditors, especially who prepare the accounts. We need to reappoint them for another year, and we would like to put this before the House, that a motion be moved for adopting and appointing the auditors. Joshua, what's the full name again? Just forgotten now. Gideon, please prompt me the full name of the auditors.
The full name of the auditor, Mr. Yinka Adilowo.
Adilowo, yes, that's what I missed. Thank you. So who's going to move first to reappoint them? Abel.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. I, able to move for the appointment of the auditors Yinka Adilo and partners for another year.
Thank
So
you.
move.
Seconded by
Adebayo.
Henry.
Who is being seconded now?
Henry's hand is up. Acted David Obimba's hand is up.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Yes, I second the motion so moved by my colleague.
Thank you very much. So that's acted Izuchukwu David Obimba, seconding the motion for the information registrar.
All right, that's fine. So at this point, we want to move for adjournment.
Yes, please. We need time to move for adjournment of the meeting to next year. Ayola, please go ahead.
I, Ayola Olagunju, hereby move a motion to adjourn this meeting to the next date. Thank you.
Thank you. Joanne, please go ahead. Madam John, please go ahead.
You can speak.
Okay, I, John Silva, second the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone. Gideon, you can call on the closing prayer now.
Want to invite our PR, Director of PR, Mr. Kazim, for the closing prayer. Mr. Kazim, are you on call?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
So good evening, everyone. Thank you to the BOT chairman, Mr. President, and every other member of the National Security Council and all the members. We thank you all for we called you and you answered. By the grace of God, we are moving the association to a greater height. So we pray to the Almighty for giving us. We thank Him first for giving us the opportunity to converge today for this meeting. We had a successful meeting, and we also pray to Him that by this time that we'll be having another meeting next year, He should grant us a good health and wealth, so that we'll be able to converge and chart the way forward for our association. So thank you to everyone for attending. So by the grace of God, we all meet in good health by next time. Thank you all.
Amen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amen.
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for
Bye, everyone.
Ben.
Thank you.
Good night. Have a lovely week ahead.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye. No, I don't use your phone. Say. 603.